I like that. It covers up like the mic and everything. The fucks. Oh, and that goes the whole ass light. Oh, that's dope. That's cool. That's suspicious. I think. Okay. Yeah. Yay. Went to go see Backrooms with some friends of mine, and I just want to talk about it. I um I did not expect the movie to be that good. I think I really like this movie. Um I was not expecting uh like the themes, the characters, and even the backrooms like itself to be so intertwined with each other to such a degree. And I think that's what made it, more transformative, which was something that I was kind of hoping for the movie, but wasn't expecting. You know, it being the backrooms, it being, something that was based off of kind of very SCP, creepy pasta esque. Um, I thought it was going to be as flimsy as a lot of stories are like that. I mean, we were, if you know about the backgrounds, we were all there when the video was first put online. King Parsons, good job on you. Like, the original video of the backgrounds is very good. Like, very good at setting up the mystery, very good of kind of like rejuvenating like liminal horror into like a whole different space. And this movie played with that even more so. We get a lot of scenes of our main character or characters like um playing with the environment, uh or not playing with the environment, but kind of analyzing the environment. The main character, oh, spoilers ahead, main character being an architect. You get to see him kind of like start to flourish here, and start to enjoy himself here. He's like at his, like, this is like his dream place to be, this horror place. Of course that is more of course is more of a jail. uh I guess I'm kind of getting like a little bit confuzzled, so I didn't make a list. This is me talking. I'm going to say like things in order which I liked. Main character, I really like his drive to kind of his drive to want to be an arch, not to be, but to be recognized as an architect, is what pushes him forward into the backgrounds. But it's not the only thing that pushes him forward. It's also his alcoholism that pushes him forward. Like the most of the, I think most of the movie he is drunk. Like he is like drunk off his feet and kind of like uh out of it, pretty out of it. I remember there's a scene where he is in a room with his therapist and he's like trying to explain about the backrooms, and you could tell like, um, I mean, it was so fantastical what it was, but you could tell like he was already off his rocker. He was already off his rocker, especially when he made the maps and stuff like that, and he started to like examine and uh but then also like that going into the back rooms was also him, with the term, kind of entering or breaking that window, um, kind of like exploring a new place, breaking out of his comfort zone, and sort of listening to the therapist that he was going to, like listen, like it's a lot of things that drove him in there. It's a lot of things that kept him in there. It's a lot of things that made him stay in there. And I like that there's not one thing. It's not one thing to him. But he is a very tragic character. Because we know, I mean, from the implications of his environment, his backstory with his wife, we don't really know exactly like exactly what happened because we don't get the chance to see it, but we don't really need to. We know that he was trying to hide a lot of information from his therapist, and as time goes on, he starts to reveal more and more of it. From my understanding, is his alcoholism and how it is taking over his life. Because while his wife may have said things to him that may have, like, I don't think it was his wife's complete fault for what has happened to him. And by that I mean getting kicked out of his house. He got kicked out of his own house. Definitely alcoholism. And it sucks. Like really bad. Like really, really bad, because he's stuck in a loop over and over and over again. And like every time he tries to get out, he like falls back into it. And you could tell, like, and my friend of mine brought this up, you could tell like his last resort was the commercial. The commercial was his last resort. He starts to explore the back rooms, and he brings his employees with him. Sorry, I keep blanking out. When he brings his employees with him, you could tell like these are his last like friends, connections, kind of children, because he goes to visit their place. He knows where they live. That was a really cool call, like to include that as a scene of like him going to their place. He knows where they live. They know him. They're close with them. Of course, not to the full extent. They're still his boss, but they kind of like when he's at their door, they are like in a like, bruh, like what now? I really like that. Unfortunate, it's really fortunate for all of them, but yeah, golly, I'm just thinking through, like, I really feel bad for him. I think a friend of mine brought this up again, where if the sci-fi element didn't happen, he most likely would have finally like decided to like leave that job, because he, at any point in time, he was kind of explaining to his therapist that, oh, like I used to be an architect, and now, I don't feel like he didn't say exactly this, but now I don't feel like I have worth, and now I'm just like a useless car salesman. Where the fuck did car salesman even come from? He sells furniture. And I'm like, dude, you don't have to do this. Like, you can choose any other job. Like, it doesn't mean he has to be homeless. But, shit, dude, I'd rather be homeless than be in the back rooms. Like, he kept diving more and more. But again, it makes sense. He was already on his last legs. He was like, why would he not do that? And of course it makes sense when this is being separate, but when his therapist goes in, it makes complete sense. Like why his therapist goes in. She's trying to, not only find our main character, our first main character, but she's also looking for that change, that I guess progress. She's also looking for a kind of escaping the loop. And again, I really like how. Oh wait, no, I'm still talking about the other guy. Shit, I want to talk about all what I like about him. The final like villain, the final boss. Man, do I want to spoil that specifically? Yeah, if you're watching this, you're gonna be spoiled. I'm sorry. Spoilers. It being him, but I guess not manipulated, but changed in such a way was very cool and very sad and very insane. It was just really sad because at the point in time in the movie, we know that like his trauma had built up so much in the backrooms that it kept replicating it. It kept replicating it over and over again until his doppelganger, his fake person, was gigantic, and then like the face it had was depressing, very sad. That whole time it was like it looked like it was in pain. And I like that it was in the pirate outfit. It was really good. It was both like it has both a level of silly to it, because it's just a giant person with a pirate hat, but it's also like it's very disturbing. And the way that the scenes are shot for him are awesome. It was terrifying. It was a terrifying like final boss. There's a reason why I call it final boss too. Or final villain. And this is coming from someone who has watched a ton of horror. I mean, I watched horror my whole life, so I mean, I wasn't ever scared in this movie, but I definitely felt the thrill. I think it was great. I think the final villain was very scary. And done really well. I really like the scene where, like right after he kills, I keep saying the main character. I could just look up his name. I'm just not good with names. Oh, holy shit! Wait a minute. Is this the guy that played in the Alien movie? Did he play Pirate Clark? Dude, good on him. Good acting skills. My computer is laggy. Yeah, it's the guy who played in the Alien Romulus. Dude, good on him, dude. Holy shit. Good role. Sorry, I was looking at Clark the Clerk. Again, I really like horror movie protagonists that are competent. Like, he is still like still made so many mistakes and got his people killed, but I like that he was competent enough to, like, he wasn't competent in keeping people alive. That was not his goal, but he was competent in keeping himself alive until the end. I think I really like that. But I think also and overall the acting in the movie is crazy good. It's so good, really good from everybody. The scene with him and his therapist, fucking great. Again, like, from that scene alone, you already can tell like he was hiding something, a deeper shame. But of course, we don't know the full picture of like how he even got, got into that mental state in the first place. I mean, we know like his wife kicked him out, kicked him out for being an alcoholic and all that. But like, why did he get into it? Addiction. I mean, probably just addiction and stuff like that. But still, like, there's always a reason why things happen. We don't know, but we don't need to know. The movie's already kind of covered. It's not trying to cover all his life, but just this specific moment. Yeah, this movie was fucking great. I can keep going, and maybe I'll make another video talking about this movie. I don't know. The therapist, she was amazing. I love her outfit. I love her outfits in the movie. But she was great. I really liked her. I really liked the, I guess, going order with her scenes, thinking about it. The intro scene with her, and I think was the no, that was like intro scene in the movie. I think it's like right after the intro scene in the movie where she gets like introduced. Yeah, yep. Uh, having, I really like the house falling on top of her, you know, her and her mom. That was really cool. Um, I really like the jump scare her mom does when she's like thinking, you know, we get to see like the first flashback. Uh, I really like the way they um, showed how how her house is being repeated in multiple different scenes. It was so cool. They had one where it was like an elevator down, and you get to see different rooms that, you know, sorry, different rooms of one room being replicated and changed into something that's like completely different. I think it happens when she's like completely lost in the backrooms. Um, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna talk about every single thing. I'm just, that's not what I'm here for. I'm just kind of get my thoughts out. uh, I also think the set of the backrooms is so fucking good. It's so good. Like a magician's act happening the whole time. It is awesome. Love the chase scenes. It it made me want more. Of course, I think the movie stopped at a good time. I think if it kept going, it would overstay its welcome. Uh, it stopped at a really good time. I really liked it. The only part of the movie that I felt like kind of felt too long was the ending where she's kind of talking to the guy, but like that's fine. I'm okay. It felt more like an epilogue than, you know, kind of something that kind of lasted too long, especially when we get to see her replica down there, which brings up the question. I'm jumping subjects. Whoops. The backrooms. I really like how it's done. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Dude. That shit was awesome. I can't believe it was that good. Like the setting was fucking amazing. I love how we get to explore so much of the backrooms. Uh Man, I thought it was kind of going to be like Shinnamarink. I love Shinnamarink. Just gonna put that out there. I love that movie a lot, but I thought it was gonna be kind of like mundane like that. But no, 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 no. We were adventuring through it. We were going through it. Either be first person camera or third person, like, you know, like how just like movie esque, where the camera's not supposed to be there technically. Um, I love both when it came out to that too. I love both. Love both a lot. Um, because for some damn reason the characters are really good in this movie, and for some fucking reason everything else was good in this movie. I don't know. I just still can't believe that. I know I said it like my fourth time, but I'm just shocked. Um, like wow. Like this, I would say this movie, uh, it really felt like a video game movie. It felt like while I was watching, went to go see Long Legs when that first came out in theaters. Love that movie too. That movie felt like Resident Evil to me personally. Um, we're finally getting a Resident Evil movie, which I'm super excited about. I mean, love that. Love weapons. I love Barbarian and everything. I think the movie's gonna be stellar. And you love Resident Evil? Stop. I'm going too far. Uh, I and I think this movie and Long Legs gave me this video game feeling, especially certain scenes where like when I think it's when Clark, he's like laying in the store, like he's sleeping in the store, and he has, oh, the TV goes off. This already happens after the scene where he is trying to get the lights to work with the technician. uh his TV stops working, and so he like looks over to the light, and then it kind of just kind of beams from this like counter looking area. uh well, sorry, it looked like a counter area. It was just stairs, but the way it was kind of done was like here, like telling the audience that this was here. Like both the audience and both him are being told to look here, that this is something to look at. Like this is the next step. This is like how a video game points you to a certain direction, like with a camera. I thought that was, it's done a lot. It's done so cool. And of course, like the visiting of the levels is, that's right, different rooms being different. It's really cool. The scares in the movie were really, really good. I'm jumping around. I'm sorry. I given up on it because I started with a therapist. I may come back to that. I don't know. Last thing I want to say with the therapist, I guess, was like with the therapist. She was a great second protagonist, like really good. And I like that she took incentive for herself. I've already explained, kind of her going into Backrooms, but like she's always just like Clark. She's looking for a way out. It's human, but she's looking for a way out of her feelings or emotions, her problem. And I like that she found it there in the background as well. When she realizes, damn, I'm trying to remember. I'm like tired. I took the bus there, something like that. I'm just so tired. When Clark ties her up. If you're just listening to this and you still haven't seen spoilers, it's crazy. When Clark ties her up in the back rooms, and she comes to a realization that what was it? Because it's right after Clark, right after she goes ahead and tells Clark like dude, you need to lock the fuck in, like you are the problem, not the other way around. I think it's I can't remember, but something after that she says something that man, shit, sucks. Whatever. I think I also yeah, I want to talk about some of the scares. Some of the scares were really good. The bird scare in the beginning is really good. I already said about some of those scares are happening. The scare with the Christmas tree was really good. So like oh my god, really played with shadow really well. Oh my god, that was really well done. Another way played with shadow really well was when one of the workers, the dude bro, went down into the hole, which was nuts. I remember in the theater, I looked over to my friend, and I was like, I was like, dude, that is steep. I was like, bro, you're not getting out of there. I'm like, and before that, and again, Clark is an alcoholic, and also was already kind of done with life. So Clark knew that something was down there. He knew, cause of that fucking Jesus thing. That the fucking not billboard. Yeah, whatever. The billboard that gets crushed. Oh my god. He knew something was down there, and still didn't care. I laughed when the other employee was like, why does he have to go down there? And Clark was like, he's the one with the camera. I'm like, you you can work a camera, Clark. You just choose not to. um, but that shit was so steep. But when he got down there, the way Shadow was played was awesome. And I really like that the final villain was Clark, because it also brings the mystery of what else was killing them. Because Clark, that wasn't Clark. And I like that there's more entities down there. Like that there's more mystery down there that we kind of get to feed on as the audience. Like what other people have been replicated down there, or have been down there, died, and got replicated. Shit, I can't remember anything else I was talking about. The different models in the back rooms, like the chairs and the replication of stuff, awesome. I really like the big giant area when she's like running away from Pirate Clark. The big giant area was awesome. That was sick. Holy shit. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Would you climb into that small hole at the ceiling? That shit was sick. Holy fuck. Got to hear, but I can still tell like when something is funny. It's still funny to me. I just don't laugh. And I felt like the things in this movie were funny. I really enjoyed the comedic moments. It brings a lot of character to the characters, a lot of emotion to the characters, and it makes it even more sad when we know that they have to go in the movie. I'm trying to think what else I want to talk about with this movie. Fuck. More about the therapist. I, again, really like The Rock. If you know what I'm talking about, the rock that she was carrying with her, with her imprinted hand, I really like that smashes when she's attacking Pirate Clark. Very good. I mean, it's kind of like, it's very on the nose, but it's fine. It's fine. I like the idea of like her escaping her trauma. Not escaping. Not escaping. Her finally living her life, because she, no one escapes from trauma. You live with it. You learn to live with it. You learn that it doesn't control you, but it doesn't go away. So, trying to think what else. Again, I forgot to talk about this. The way all the themes that connect and stuff like that. How to put this? Horror. There's many different types of horror and many different types of ways of telling it, of course. But I feel that the original Backrooms was more there to tell a mystery. But, and I'm coming back to this from the beginning of my talk, in my TED Talk, that the Backrooms here in this movie was trying to do something with that. Kind of trying to, understand. How should I put this? Okay, I'm trying to get my thoughts together about this, and I don't think I will, like, if you hear something, that's my roommate's cat. But I was trying to I probably won't be able to get all my words together here, but the idea of liminal spaces, of spaces that are familiar yet distant, spaces that, in specific for the Backrooms, that replicate, and they replicate things that are familiar to a point of like it's not recognizable anymore. And I feel a lot of the movie connects to the back rooms and limbo spaces in a more thematical way. And it starts off with like the first introduction with the therapist's like talk about therapy. I felt like people, when it comes to trauma, like in order to deal with the pain, we tend to kind of like relive the pain over and over again. Uh, it's like familiar, yet it's haunting. And there's many different reasons why we do it. Seeing Clark like at the end of the movie when he starts to repeat, just like the Backrooms, where he repeats the same trauma again because it's comfortable. He like you could tell like it's like tearing him apart. And like just like the back rooms where like anything that comes in that is different or that is not familiar with that space, it tries to eliminate, kill. And and with Clark you can see like him putting up this shield towards people, things that are foreign to him, things that of change and whatever else. Is like he's trapping himself. Even even to the end of the movie, he is trapping himself in the back rooms when he doesn't need to be, but he does it because it's comfortable. He has found a place where he feels good, but in actuality, no, he's living a cycle. I'm not sure if I explained that completely well, but I really like how but we yeah, I'm definitely not describing that completely well, but it's difficult. And even when I feel like at the end of the movie where I'm not sure if I'm picking up the same interpretation, but like when the therapist is speaking to that actor, I'm joking, the science dude, and when she's talking about like what Clark had told her about like a dog, the dog analogy, about like how I'm not explaining the dog analogy again. I can't remember it, but it's pretty much saying like experiences. I think it's pretty much saying kind of experiences of your own. Like you could really never tell someone. Like you can tell someone your experience and what you're going through and all that, but I don't think it's ever possible to ever really explain what the world you're living in completely. Like what is a threat to you, what is familiar to you, And of course, when she's talking about this, she's talking about the Backrooms, but it felt so real, kind of more touch upon more things in that. Especially with the scientist dude's like obsession with the Backrooms. Like, dude, it was very similar to Clark. Someone who kind of like just, I mean, not just him, but endlessly is looking into it, endlessly is trying to explain more about the backroom / trauma, and like it's just there's no end at all. There's no, it's just a cycle. It's just a cycle. It's like its own creature, its own thing. And also I guess with the scientist, it's also crazy. Like, he's a scientist, so I could, a scientist being so intrigued with the unnatural in this way, and how it is something that is like infinite forever. But he never really comes to the conclusion that, I don't know. Sorry, I started thinking about more of the movie. He really did not give a fuck about Clark at all. I mean, why would he? Like, why would he care about Clark? Because he was there for the Backrooms. He didn't go try to save Clark at all. They didn't go try to save Clark. They set up for like a trap for Pirate Clark. But they didn't go try to save Clark. I guess Clark didn't want to save himself, but they still, his priority wasn't saving, it is to examine more of it, which is terrifying. I'm trying to think what else I liked about the movie. How much time is it? Okay, I spoke about this for like 40 minutes. Since I'm here in the flesh, in the person, hi. I guess I'm gonna add this to here. I've never really done this before. I think I want to do it more. I'm not sure what I'm gonna talk about, but apologies for not uploading as much as I honestly want to. So apologies to you guys and myself. Just don't really have the motivation to do it as much as I really want to. I really want to do it, but I'm still learning to, I don't know, I have to push myself to do things that I really want to do. Unfortunately, editing and stuff like that just feels so tiresome to me. So there's gonna be definitely less edited videos in the future, just kind of like raw stuff. And just like, what else? Where have I been? Oh my god. I mean, the people who first subscribed to me, I want to say thank you for doing that. When I first started to do YouTube and stuff, it was just something I started during 2020, because I was like, I saw like Devil May Cry like combo video for DMC4, no 3. It was done by Ultima. And I was like, I mean, I've seen it before. I've seen Devil May Cry videos before. Devil May Cry, I speak, videos before, but it like just reignited like my want to learn that series. So I was like, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. Like, it's gonna force me to learn this game, and it did, and I had a great time doing that. But then after 2020, life, college, I've graduated from college now. It's been a full year, and it feels good. And more life stuff. But it's been great. So I hope you guys been doing well, like these past like 4 or 5 years. Hope you guys been doing well. Yep.